Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to my YouTube channel as the News English. Today the topic we have selected is noun. So we will discuss about noun, its functions and its types with examples. I hope this lecture will be very good for you and very beneficial and helpful for you. So let's start our lecture. First of all, look at the definitions of noun. A most traditional definition that we are taught in lower classes, that is a noun is the name of a person, a place, an animal, or a thing. This is very common definition we've learned, but we have also another definition, that is noun is the name of naming word, or we can say any name of anything is called noun. As we have seen, anything that exists in this universe or that is made by Allah Almighty, it has a name, and that name is called a noun. So look at the examples. Name of person like Aslam, John, Mary, Anita are the names of person. Like name of a place like school, church, university, Sindh, Hyderabad, Asia are the names of places. Name of an animal: dog, dove, bird, fly, cow, pig, fish. They are names of animals. Name of thing like table, spoon, computer, mobile, glass, iron. These all are the names of things. So see, they were the names. Now look at the functions of noun. A noun may have several functions in a sentence. It can be a subject of a sentence like Ajmal swung the ball beautifully. As we know, every sentence has a subject. So Ajmal is the subject of the sentence because he is the person who swung the ball beautifully. So who swung the ball beautifully? Ajmal. So Ajmal is the subject of the sentence. A noun can be object of a sentence, and we know object can be direct and indirect. So let's look at the direct object first of all. Ajmal swung the ball beautifully. What did Ajmal swing? The ball. So the ball is the object, and the action of throwing ball is directly done by the Ajmal. So the ball is the direct object of the sentence. Nouns are indirect objects. For example, Shahid threw Akmal the ball. So what did Shahid throw the ball? So the ball is the direct object. To whom did Shahid throw a ball? Akmal. So directly the thing is done. There is the throwing of ball. So the ball is direct object, and indirectly the thing that is done, throwing of ball to Akmal. So Akmal is the indirect object of the sentence. Nouns can be object of prepositions. In a sentence, we have seen many times there comes preposition, and after preposition comes a noun. Like Ajmal throwing the ball at the batsman. At is the preposition, and the batsman is the object of the preposition. So whatever comes after a preposition, that is called object of a preposition. Nouns are complement. A complement is a thing that is used at a place of object. In sentence, either we have object or complement. Object receives action and complement does not receive an action. Like Ajmal is a cricket player. So a cricket player is complement, and it is also a noun. Nouns are extension of predicate. Extension of predicate means whatever comes after object and after complement. Like they named their dog Tommy. So there is subject and name is verb, and their dog is object, but after object comes Tommy. So Tommy is extension of predicate. We can extend this predicate furthermore. For example, they named their dog Tommy yesterday in the morning. So Tommy yesterday in the morning is the extension of predicate, and in that predicate comes noun. Exercise. Let's find out the nouns from the following. Like the age of my daughter is 3. So in this sentence, age and daughter are nouns. He provided an excellent answer to my question. So, answer and questions are noun in the sentence. She put her baby into its cradle. So, baby and cradle are nouns. The band played until 3 in the morning. In the sentence, the band and morning are nouns. The bear is dangerous but playful animal. In the sentence, bear and animal are the nouns. The He rang the bell to signal the end of the class. In the sentence, bell and class are noun. I hope you have understood the definition of a noun with examples. Now look at the types of sentence. There are main types of noun. They are concrete noun and abstract noun. So let's look at the concrete noun. Concrete noun, a noun that we can touch, taste, and see, is called a concrete noun. Like common noun, these are the types of concrete noun. Common noun, a proper noun, a material noun, and a collective noun. Now, first of all, look at the common noun. Any common name is called a common noun, or a name that is given to a noun in a journal is called a common noun. Like people, mother, father, grandmother, child, toddler, teenager, teacher, student, minister, sales clerk, woman, and man. These all are the common names of people. For example, let's explain the student. A student, any person who is studying in any school or any university or any college, generally he is called a student. So general name that person is given or that boy or child is given as a student. So this is the general name given to this noun. Like animals like lion, bear, tiger, dog, alligator, cat, cricket, wolf, bird, sparrow, elephant, and cheetahs are general names of animals. Things like table, pencil, spoon, iPad, boats, computer, coach, truck. These are the general names of things. Like places like city, continent, state, country, restaurant, coffee shop, park, zoo. These all are the common names and commonly given to a person, animal, thing, or a place. Now look at the examples to make the clearance. He has a bicycle, a motorbike, and a car. In the sentence, a bicycle, motorbike, and car are the common nouns. Mr. Tunio saw a lion in the jungle. In the sentence, lion and jungle are the common nouns. Children are playing with marbles. In the sentence, children and marbles are common nouns. My computer is out of order. So computer is common noun in this sentence. Ali has sold his favorite car. So car is the common noun in this sentence. The cup is in the cupboard. The cup and cupboard are the common noun in this sentence. Let's look at the proper noun. Any special, a proper, or particular name given to any noun is called a proper noun. For example, names of holidays. A holiday is general name, but special holidays we make like holiday of Christmas, Eid al-Fitr, Thanksgiving, a New Year's holiday, a Labor's Day holiday. So these are our special holidays that we make. Names of building like Hyderabad Darbar Restaurant, like State Bank, State Life Building. Names of brands like Pepsi, Coke, Lucky Cement, Mirinda, Lay's, Chips. These are the names of brands. They are proper names of the brands. Geographical areas like Pakistan, the Indus River, the Europe, Sindh. These are the proper names of geographical areas. Books, magazines, and newspapers like the Dawn, the famous newspaper of Pakistan. Oxford Learning University. This is a very famous and proper dictionary and English dictionary. The Quran. This is the most authentic book in the world. The Quran. The people and pets, Ali, Einstein, or Scooby Doo. Names of companies or organizations like Google, Nokia, IMF, and WWE. The names of religion are religious terms like Christian, Hindu, Allah, Methodist, young God, young Muslim. Names of titles like President Arif Alvi, Queen Elizabeth, and King George. Names of languages like English, Italian, French, Sindhi, Urdu, Balochi. These all are the proper noun and properly given to a noun. Names given to a noun. Look at the examples. I live in Pakistan. In this sentence, the Pakistan is a proper noun that is used. She failed to get a job in Microsoft. The Microsoft is a name of a company where computers, hardwares, softwares, and apps are made. I saw Titanic movie first time in the cinema hall. So Titanic is the proper name of the movie, special name of the movie, special movie. We will go abroad in January. January is the proper name of a month. Mr. Sabdar Tunyo is my class teacher. Mr. Sabdar Tunyo is the proper name of a teacher. I read this news. I read this news in Daily Times. So the Daily Times is the proper name of a newspaper. Now, the third type of concrete noun is a material noun, a noun that we can see, touch, or taste, and we can make other things from it is called a material noun. We cannot count them. Mostly, they are liquids and solids. They are used to create many things using raw material, and the main source of raw material is nature, animals, and plants. Like things that are made the material nouns we get from nature, like water, air, gold, iron, copper, sand, coal, rock, sunlight, rain, earth, and salt. Material nouns from animals like egg, meat, honey, milk, silk, leather, wool. Material nouns from plants like cotton, food, oil, wood, jute, coffee, medicine, tea, rubber, and perfume, etc. Man-made material nouns like acid, alcohol, brick, cement, butter, chalk, ghee, cheese, felt, gelatin, paraffin, or cloths. So these all are the material nouns. They can be common noun. It depends upon the usage. If they are used to make other things, so they can be material nouns. Exercise. For example, look at the examples. Furniture is mostly made with wood, iron, and plastic. So wood, iron, and plastic are the material to make furniture. So wood and iron are the material nouns. He has bought a diamond ring. So diamond is a material that is used to make in rings. Cotton dress are very cheap and comfortable. My mom purchased a gold ring. So in these sentences, Taj Mahal is built using marble. Most of industries use fiber. Silver is used to make jewelry. Copper is a metal used for various purposes. Coal is found in coal mines. I have a dress made up of silk. My father wears a leather jacket. We wear clothes made up of wool in winter. So see in all sentences like wood, iron, plastic, diamond, cotton, gold, marble, fiber, silver, copper, coal, silk, leather, and wool are the material nouns. Now look at the collective nouns. A collective noun is the name of a group, spoken as a whole. When a single name given to a group is called a collective noun, like a class of students, a crew of sailors, a troop of artists or dancers, a gang of thieves, a pack of thieves, or a flock of tourists, or we can say a crowd of people. There are many other collective nouns. These are some examples. In these, class, crew, troop, gang, pack, flock, and crowd are the Collective names, they are used for the people. Collective names that are used for animals, like a flight of birds or a flock of birds, a howl of fish, a pack of wolves or hounds, an army of ants, a hive of bees, a herd of deer or cattle, a host of sparrows. Names, collective names of things, like a group of islands, a bed of notes, a galaxy of stars, a library of books, a cloud of dust, a fleet of ships, a hedge of bushes. These all are the collective nouns, and they are given to a group. Exercise. Look at, find out. Okay, swarm, battalion, team, pack, pride, bevy, gang, bouquet, troop, and board. This is the list, and we have to complete the following sentence by using words from this list, like a dash of bees, a swarm of bees, a dash of lions, like a pride of lions, a dash of thieves, like gang of thieves, a dash of wolves, like a pack of wolves, a dash of soldiers, a battalion of soldiers, like a dash of players, a team of players, a dash of flowers, like a bouquet of flowers, a dash of monkeys, a troop of monkeys, a dash of girls, a bevy of girls, a dash of trustees or directors, a board of directors. So see, these are all collective nouns. Now look at the abstract noun. A noun that we cannot see, we cannot touch, we cannot taste, we can only feel it or smell it. That is called abstract noun. In other words, we can say it can be name of a quality, a state, or an action is called abstract noun. Name of a quality, for example, intelligence, wisdom, boredom, happiness, eagerness, honesty, goodness, courage, joy, beauty. So these are the names of quality. Qualities like intelligent, intelligence, wise, wisdom. Names of state, like poverty, sleep, slavery, youth, brotherhood, prophethood, childhood, death. Names of actions, like inform, information, justice, justification, justify, justification, smoke, smoking, teach, teaching, compare, comparison, divide, division, growth, growth, health, health, obey, obedient, obedience, smile, hatred, and love. These are the abstract noun, because we cannot see them, we cannot test them, we cannot touch them, we only feel from actions or from appearance. Abstract nouns, see, we have also another list. Abstract noun can express feelings, states, emotions, qualities, concept, and ideas or events. Like feelings, feelings of anxiety, confusion, fear, pain, pleasure, satisfaction, sensitivity, or stress, sympathy, warmth. These are all the feelings. States like being, chaos, freedom, liberty, luxury, misery, nervousness, openness, peace, yeah, pessimism. Emotions like anger, despair, happiness, hate, indifference, joy, grief, love, sadness, sorrow. Like names of qualities like beauty, brilliance, courage, dedication, determination, generosity, honesty, patience, trust. Like names of concepts like charity, comfort, culture, deceit, energy, failure, faith, motivation, opportunity, preservedness. Preservance, and names of ideas like belief, communication, curiosity, democracy, friendship, interest, knowledge, thought, sacrifice, wisdom. Like names of events like adventure, birthday, career, childhood, death, future, future, holiday, life, marriage, or past. Okay, see, we can find out or we can identify the noun is abstract noun from the following suffix or prefix. Suffix like uh, an abstract noun ends on tion, shan, ism is zim, it, y, ment, meant, any, double s, niece, edge, ance, ence, ship, ability, or SUI, like accuracy, information, modernism, like achievement, blindness, old age, importance. These all are the suffix. We can find abstract noun by keeping these things in our mind. Okay, make abstract noun from the followings. Like we have the noun. We have words like able, rat, treat, brother, scholar, leader, speak, think, marry, thought, love, honest, ignorant, proud, free, novel, sane, and just. So abstract nouns: able, ability; great, greatness; treat, treatment; brother, brotherhood; scholar, scholarship; leader, leadership; speak, speech; think, thinking; marry, marriage; love, laughing; honest, honesty; ignorant, ignorance; pride, proud, pride; free, freedom; novel, novelty; sanity; and just, justice. These all are the examples of abstract noun. Thanks for watching this video. I hope this lecture is very beneficial and helpful for you. So at the end of lecture, I would like you to subscribe my channel so that you can get my latest videos. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz. Take care. Bye bye.